From an very early age, I had to deal with anger and frustration, especially where I grew up. No one was deaf or hard of hearing, and I felt very alone in that way. Realizing that I was transgender and all of the aspects that go with that, they brought those emotions with them, of course. I mean, I always had them, but they became more prominent once I realized that, but I knew how to deal with them. When I was 4 years old, I started losing my hearing. No one actually knows why I lost my hearing. We've been to so many doctors, done many tests, no one knows. Like growing up, I knew I was going deaf, going profoundly deaf. I mean, I still remember really listening to my parents' voices and walking on the crunchy leaves and like trying to take all of those human noises in, because I would never hear them the same way again. My body has had to adapt quite a bit, and it's stuck with me through it all, so I'm very grateful for that. A lot of people ask me, you must be terrified to get top surgery. How do you deal with that? But it was not the first surgery that I ever gone through, and I honestly think getting my cochlear implant surgeries were much more intense. It wasn't easy to get top surgery, but I think it was easier than getting my cochlear implants. I thought that I had to pick one and present that way. For example, a lot of people, once I associated myself with the term genderqueer, told me to just use they, them pronouns, and I had to dress androgynous. I didn't connect with that, and I have no idea why it took me so long, but that's completely valid. Whatever labels feel right for you and make you feel at home in your body, by all means, use them. And once I realized that, everything just kind of cleared up for me. It's a shot that allows you to appear more stereotypically masculine in the face of society, which is fantastic if you connect with that appearance, in which case I do. I do mine every week. You know, people should know what their body's gonna go through before testosterone and top surgery or whatever. I know a lot of my followers are considering starting testosterone and also have a fear of needles, which I had a huge fear of needles. Like, I could not even be around people speaking about it. And I've gotten so many messages after the first time I did it, like, thank you for showing me that. I had no idea what the process was. Another thing I was terrified about was the pain. And it actually, you hardly even feel it after a while. And that's what I also want to show. Like, when I inject it, I never flinch or anything, or like make a face, because it's really not that painful. And like, if anything, it's just such a, like, I'm just thinking about how happy and privileged and lucky and grateful I am to be able to do it. Every single week I look forward to it. If I'm feeling especially dysphoric, you know, it's just like the best day out of the week. What I always do now, because I'm so lucky, is if I get dysphoric, I just touch my chest and remind myself how far I've come, and that will put my mind at ease a little bit. Before, I would look down and I wouldn't see, you know, what I wanted to see. I would be up all night. There were nights I like just never slept. There's even nights like I had to just like get out of the house. My body is very different. I love it. I love it so much. I'm able to look in the mirror without, you know, cringing. I always saw this person when I would look in the mirror before testosterone, but I never imagined other people would be able to see it too. So the fact that other people can look at me and see this person who I imagined in my greatest dreams that I would be, it makes me feel so naked and vulnerable, but also like amazed. It's just like I'm like living this dream that I feel like I'll wake up from at any moment, but I'm not. I'm thankful that I am deaf. I'm proud to be deaf. I'm proud to be everything that I am. All I can do is broadcast all the aspects of who I am and hope that they care enough to listen to those as well. I would just never want to be the only face of something, and I would hope that this just brings so many more opportunities for other people in the community as well. I would never want to be just the face of anything. It's not fair. Everything that I am is a spectrum. I would just like to bring up more people on that spectrum with me.